Kenny here from Oversteer TV. You're watching Drift Chat, our Monday night news and feature show covering all the latest from the New Zealand drifting scene, and it is another big show tonight. We've got an event preview coming up ahead of this weekend, Friday and Saturday. It is round 3 of the Link ECU D1 NZ Drifting Championship, and we've also got round 4 of the Drift South series also in action supporting the weekend. Leading tonight, Shane Van Gisbergen has taken a clean sweep in Adelaide for the opening round of the Supercars Championship. Shane will be making his way back to New Zealand for round 3 of the D1 NZ this weekend behind the wheel of the MCA suspension Nissan 370Z. The car is a bit of a rocket, as we saw at round 2 at Bay Park. Can't wait to see this thing stretch its legs on the drift section at Timaru. Well, speaking of stretching its legs, Fanga Dan's brand new competition Spec 5D Ford Mustang RTR is ready for action this weekend. The two-time former champ getting some shakedown laps in at one of the fastest drifting tracks in the world, Pukekohe Park Raceway. Of course, this weekend in Timaru will be the first time that this car is used in competition this side of the world. Fanga Dan behind the wheel, 900 horsepower, 9,000 RPM. We cannot wait to hear that thing scream. Let's check out some of the highlights from round 2 at Bay Park, with Fanga Dan taking out 3rd place on the podium behind the wheel of his activation car.
Enter my energy element. I am an entity walking ahead of the pack. I really am out of my
Hey guys, Fanga Dan here. We're at ASB Bay Park Tauranga for round 2 of D1 NZ. Oh, it's awesome, man. I love coming to these concrete round walls. You know, as you can see here, we're just getting a little scuff on. You know, it's actually melting the bumper, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, it's always tricky to try and find a balance. You know, like you start putting in lots of grip, and then you find that you start driving off the wall. So you take some grip out, and you find a happy medium with it, because it does tighten up. Plus, you've got the concrete surface that's always a little bit slippery, you know, because it's only been laid like last week, and it's a little bit dusty still. So for us, I think it's just coming to a place like this, finding a happy medium, and just having fun and just running the walls and make it sound good.
That's no question. Sun still shining on the same old lessons. So why does life feel like an educated guess? And my thoughts like meals, I'm a sucker for the seconds. Impressions got a lot of us stressing, but how we all perceive is more about a reflection. And the perception's wrong that I receive, which leads me to believe these hoes like what I eat. Tall women in heels, tall money in nails, made off the no war like oh, for real. No time for bro, and less time for home. Less time for bro,
really good in the car. Our pro car is here, it's at the Sign Riders. We've got to do a few changes to it. Vaughn's 6'3", I think, so we've got to shift the seat forward. I want to put the handbrake into exactly the same position as this car, so when I line up for practice or whatever, or if I want to take people for hot laps, yes, this car is half the power and a lot heavier, but the steering, the seat position all feels the same. So that's my #1 key thing to get right with the pro car. And the other thing is that, yep, we're feeling so comfortable in this car now. I'm still getting used to the left-hand drive, but as the events go on, the more time I get in it, the more fun I'm having. I can't wait to get out there and do some battling. guys, here we are, Bay Park, done and dusted. What an awesome event. We came here, we qualified first, we podiumed with a third, and super pumped. We had an absolute ball. I'm having so much fun driving that car and can't wait for Timaru.
Analysis, but there's no real. I'm off the chain, been that way to slaves and flames. 93 to infinity, I'm slated in ways that's etched in stone.
Well, as many of you know, Link ECU signed on as naming rights partners for the 2018 D1 NZ Drifting Championship season, and many of their products in use in competition by many teams and drivers in the pit lane, with Link ECUs powering many of the cars under the dash.
From Link ECU, and we're here for round 2 D1 NZ at Bay Park Family Speedway in Tauranga. We're all ready for another exhilarating weekend ahead.
Hey guys, it's Steve from the Link ECU D1 NZ National Drifting Championship, down with the man who is #1 on his door, Tauranga local Cole Armstrong.
G'day Steve.
Let's talk about reliability the Link product.
For sure mate, for sure. We've been running Link since day one. We've now got the new 3.2 25 RB in there. It's running some serious horsepower with the Steve Murch whole set turbo. And once again, the Link ECU is just running it phenomenally. If you have a quick look in there, I don't run no gauges, no dash. At the moment, we've got a really good product, a really good package, and to be backed by such awesome sponsors is a huge thing. And reliability is key here, mate. If you're not on track, you ain't gonna get nowhere, so very lucky.
We're here with Darren Kelly and his GTR R35, and how's the weekend going so far?
It's going really good. We've been out for a bit of testing yesterday afternoon and a bit this morning. Track's changing dramatically, so trying to change the car setup, everything to suit, but apart from that, no, it's feeling really good.
And so you'll talk a little bit about your car. You're running a Link G4 Plus Thunder.
Yep.
How's that going for you, and how long have you had it in this engine?
We've always run Links in our cars. This is an amazing setup now. We've got like brand new engine, 3.4 litre RB, and just makes everything work so well together. Super tunable, got everything set up the way we want it. The limiter to make it drivable, so when we're up in that high rev range and we're hitting the limiter, we're not losing any speed or making the car jump, so we've been able to adjust all of that. So basically, yeah, the whole car's working really well, and Link plays a huge part in that.
Awesome stuff there from the team at Link ECU. Time now to check out the lads from Team DSR. Dave Steedman and Adam Davies, the hometown lads competing at ASB Bay Park in Tauranga. Flyby videography coming through with some epic highlights.
It's unbelievable, you know, the feeling you get when you come in or just finish that wall ride, you know, you're right on the wall, rubbing the wall, you feel a little nudge at the end.
You know that's going to be the bit that's going to get you through. You focus on what the judges have asked for. It's cutthroat. You don't do a good run, you've got that chance of being knocked out.
It's so hard for all of those pieces of the puzzle to fall into place for that to happen. And when it does, you know, that's when you get that euphoria. You know, it's just undescribable. So that's why we do it.
Yeah, fucking on fire, boy. I had no idea.
Welcome to round 2 of the Link ECU D1NZ National Drifting Championship Series. He's kicked the clutch and wound on the angle. Tauranga local driver, the Waikato 20% Mimico 180SX. It's Adam Davies. Dave Steedman, the smoke, the backfires, smashing the gas and riding the limiter. How does that RV handle this beating? Somebody was going to do something. He's done it!
He just caught fire. It's just too hot, mate. Did you not know that?
The lights just going off, it's all good.
You know, that's where it's at. It's gangster.
Leading the championship in the Pro Sport Restricted class ahead of this weekend's round 3 at Timaru Raceway is none other than Team 13's Liam Burke, based out of Whangarei, and All Talk Media was on hand at Bay Park to capture all the action.
Hey guys, we're here at round 2 of D1NZ. It's been a pretty wicked weekend. Started off qualifying, did a few practice runs just for qualifying, started to feel a bit more confident. Then we got into qualifying, ended up laying down a pretty sweet run for the first one. So I laid down a 71 point first run and 58 point second run. So that put us at the top of the leaderboards, you know, being a P1 qualifier.
And then that put me up against Liam, and we both know how hard we drive and we both like to send it, so we pushed hard into our battle, and Liam, qualifying higher, started off with the lead. I had a pretty weak initiation, so I had to dive in to try and catch up to him. Ended up sucking right out into the wall and stacking into the gain, same as Wellington, which is a bit unfortunate.
Got another one? This one's flat. Hang on. Oh, are you right? Yeah, you're good.
Dougie! What's happening? Fix ups! This is all Northland styles right here, brother. Fix it in 5 minutes.
Managed to get the car back out on the track to do a lead run, and this car was quite sketchy, but managed to pull through, and Liam still come away with the win.
Yeah, I felt pretty gutted for Scotty. I just wanted to take it from him as a fair win, but I guess you get what you're given. Next time, Scotty. So coming into our battle with Kyle Jackaways, had a pretty sweet lead run with him. It comes to my chase run. We both come into the first corner, initiated, started getting real close up onto him, and I was like, shit, we're getting pretty close. And then suddenly I just smashed into him. So pushed through the battle with Kyle, went on to battling Geordie Cole. That was a pretty crazy battle, it was neck and neck. I felt I had a pretty sweet lead run, but Geordie was pretty good on his chase run, and he just took it out in first place. We ended up taking second place, and it was absolutely a wicked weekend.
Jaron Olive Corona's epic Hartley Engines V12 powered S14. Yes, the parts trader Nissan S14 was just on song at Bay Park, sounding super crisp. The team and the driver getting more and more comfortable with the new car setup. Check out this clip from round 2 at Bay Park thanks to Matt LaMedia.
D1NZ Round 2 Bay Park. Been out for a few runs. The car is feeling really good, dialing a bit more traction into it. Safe to say the track is certainly killing the tyres. But yeah, all good fun and ready for qualifying. Back in from our top 24 battle, we were up against Stu Baker, who unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake in his lead run, which allowed me to go through. Absolutely stoked. I'm through to the top 16, so yeah, let's see how we go up against Darren Kelly.
This new V12 is a bit of a thirsty machine. We're thinking around 6 litres a lap. We've just piled 45 litres into it after about 6 laps, so yeah, very thirsty machine.
Well, the winner with the chicken dinner at Bay Park was none other than hometown driver Donnie D. Yes, Drew Donovan behind the wheel of the Cryptopia Toyota Supra, grabbing his first ever D1NZ Pro Championship round victory behind the wheel of a brand new car.
What's up guys, here at round 2 D1NZ. We got the mighty Supra Clyde. We're into qualifying now. We've done one pass last night, but the event had to be shut down at 10 o'clock because of noise restrictions. So that means the last of us that didn't qualify last night still have one more pass to do now. So yeah, it's going to be good. Alright, so first battle in the bag, we had Phil Sutherland. You know, he's a top-notch man, top-notch battler, and you know, him and I have met plenty of times over the years. So it was just another one, and I'm glad we could chuck it in our bag and take the win. So we're on through the top 16, and man, the car is feeling so good. Alright, we're through to the top 8, we're taking down filthy Phil Sutherland. Just had a battle with Vincent Langhorne, real close battle, got the win there. We're now into the top 8 and we're just trying to work out who we're going to go against. I'm just watching the competition and just seeing what's going to happen. 4th at Matty Hill, had to do a rerun with him, and then we just went out and killed it in our next one. So I'm super happy, super stoked with the car. It's feeling real good, and the team are doing an epic job keeping me rolling. So bring on top 4. We just had top 4 battle, the first of the top 4 against Gaz Wider. Gaz seems to be having some issues with his car, so we've won that battle. We're through to the final now, which is exactly where we want to be. One more person to beat, and we're on the top step. Stoked. The final. Hometown. I want this. I'm gonna get it.
Well, it's time now to get into our preview for round 3 of the Link ECU D1 NZ Drifting Championship this weekend, Friday and Saturday, Timaru Raceway. Make sure you get on down. It is going to be a fantastic day out. Tickets available at the gate and online at iticket.co.nz. The first time back in Timaru for more than 10 years for the series. 3 classes of drifting, making a pretty packed schedule. So do head over to the D1 NZ event page on Facebook to stay tuned to the latest news and updates. All the event info is there, as well as your event schedule. Download it to your mobile phone and you are fit to go. Of course, as mentioned, there are 3 classes of drifting competing this weekend. The Pro Championship of the D1 NZ, as well as the D1 NZ Pro Sport Restricted class, and of course support from Drift South. It's round 4 of their 2018 season. Great stuff there from GD Autosport, giving us a bit of a teaser of the Drift South action coming up this weekend. And here is the track map for the weekend. The drift section off the fast sweeper. It might not look like much on paper, but the track at Timaru is fast, and we will see some good battles as the section tightens up towards the finish line. 4th gear on limiter, yes please, I hope so. And rumour has it Drift South head judge Chris Prothero will be joining D1NZ's Brendan Dunker and Dan Mackey, keeping a watchful eye on the competition this weekend. Now, if you're coming along to watch and keen to bring a ride for the hard park, make sure you get along and get your entries in ASAP. Head over to the D1NZ Facebook page or d1nz.com for more info. And the big news, of course, coming out of the last round is the winner takes all $30,000 challenge. The winner of this year's D1NZ Pro Championship will be heading to Ireland to compete in the IDC thanks to Link ECU, the biggest prize ever announced in New Zealand drifting history. Now, of course, it might be a New Zealand-based championship, but it is none other than Australian international Matty Hill leading the series standings for the pro class from Cole Armstrong and Dan Woolhouse. And as mentioned earlier in the show, Liam Burke scoring 2 podiums from 2 rounds to take the lead in the Pro Sport Restricted class from CDT's Taylor James, and round 2 winner Geordie Cole bumping himself into the title fight. Now, most of the drivers competing this season have not competed in Timaru before. The likes of Gaz Whiter and South Island based drivers Johnny Latham, Phil Sutherland will have a little bit of an advantage on this track layout, but really it's anyone's game. Who's your money on this weekend? Let us know in the comments. Now, myself and Steve the Māori Daniel will be on the mic, trackside and on the live stream again this weekend for round 3 of the D1NZ, as well as being joined by the team at Drift South for some local knowledge. Round 4 of the Drift South series, of course, supporting D1NZ this weekend. We really can't wait to get down there Friday and Saturday. Get your tickets and get on early to get a good spot. It's going to be an awesome day out. Now, that wraps up our show. We're nearly done for tonight, but before we go, let's have a bit of a throwback to the last time some North Island-based drifters were actually down at Timaru Raceway, and that was about 6 years ago for the North vs South Drift Challenge. It was the Battle of the Islands, where a handful of D1NZ North Island-based drivers came down to compete against the best of Drift South, and of course it was a South Island lockout with Troy Forsyth holding the trophy high that weekend. We'll see you next Monday night. Drift Chat here on Oversteer TV. Bye for now.
Twice in the final. I'm going to make a point here. Darren Benjamin is coming through in the lorry.
What's up, guys? Oversteer TV. We're here North vs South. The top 8 of D1NZ have come down to Timaru, South Canterbury Car Club, putting on the goods to take on the South Island guys. We're going to go top 16 first of the South Island, see what happens, and that top 8 from the top 16 of the South Island is going to battle the top 8 of the North Island. Who's going to win? Who's going to be the king of the islands? We're going to find out right here on Oversteer TV. Whoop!
Down here in Timaru at a little racetrack called Levels. It's a pretty awesome little setup. Canterbury Car Club invited us down here to do a North vs South battle. So first time I've been here. I think the first time a lot of the boys have actually been down here. I haven't even been in the South Island for about 2 years drifting. It's really awesome, man. The crowd down here is good. The track's really good. Weather turned out for us nice and sunny. So yeah, just going out there, putting on a show and having heaps of fun.
Oh yeah, it's awesome, mate. It's cool to come down, down the South Island and come and really put a good show on for, for all the guys down here are dedicated, man. Not only the drivers but the spectators, and they all friendly as they all come up. They all, want to have a yarn and see what it's all about.
pretty cool, you know. There's different tracks, different people, different climate. Yeah, it's good. It's all experience. At the end of the day, everyone's different, so I don't know really what to expect, and they probably don't know what to expect, so it should be good. Should be a bit of fun, bit of carnage.
Yeah, boy, South Island, yeah. Big happy fourth gear going, I think.
Yeah mate, this is what we've been waiting for a very long time, to have a wee play with these North Island boys, especially Whitaker. Good on him for getting number 1 this year. So nah, it's good. We're looking forward to the day. We're going to give them a big taste of the South, mate. Hopefully we can even rub a bit of black on white. Mate, that was epic, man. That is just one sick thing, mate. I've been waiting for this for the last, since they announced it. I've been chafing for the bits for it, mate. And I've actually done it. And I've worked that hard for it. It's unbelievable, mate. It's a dream come true. Yeah, mate, do it for the South.
Yeah, boy.
First time in 10 years, New Zealand's best drifters are back to Timaru's Levels Raceway for the Link ECU D1NZ National Drifting Championship this Saturday, featuring Drift South R4 and all the big names for D1NZ R3, Wagner Dan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Gaz Whiter, Darren Kelly and 80 more of Australia and New Zealand's best for the biggest drift event ever to hit the South Island. A great Saturday with the family at the track to witness the world's fastest growing motorsport. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets on sale now via iticket.co.nz.